The room is quiet for a moment, and I want you to think about something. There is a single change a person can make that completely transforms how the world responds to them. Not a trick, not manipulation, not some quick life hack you see on social media. It is deeper than that. It's a shift in how you carry yourself, how you think, and how you react to the people around you. Once this shift happens, people begin to treat you differently. They listen more carefully when you speak. They hesitate before disrespecting you. And the strange part is, you don't even have to demand it. Your presence alone begins to command it. Most people go through life confused about why they are ignored, interrupted, or taken for granted. They blame their job, their environment, their friends, their luck. But very few stop and ask the most important question: what signals am I sending to the world? Because whether you realize it or not, every day you are broadcasting signals about your confidence, your boundaries, and your self-worth. People read those signals instantly, sometimes within seconds. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Many people unknowingly send signals that invite disrespect. They laugh at jokes they don't actually find funny. They agree with opinions they secretly disagree with. They avoid speaking up because they don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. On the surface, this might look polite or friendly, but deep down, it often comes from a quiet need for approval. The desire to be liked is incredibly powerful. From childhood, we are rewarded for pleasing others. Teachers praise obedience. Society celebrates being agreeable. Slowly, without realizing it, many people build their identity around how others perceive them. Their mood depends on someone else's reaction. If someone praises them, they feel great. If someone criticizes them, their confidence collapses. But the moment your emotional state depends on other people's approval, you give them control over your mind. Real strength begins when that control disappears. There is a powerful shift that changes everything: emotional independence. Imagine a person whose sense of value does not rise with praise or fall with criticism. Someone who listens to feedback calmly, but does not let it define who they are. When you reach that state, something fascinating begins to happen. People feel it. They may not understand it, but they notice it. Most people behave like thermometers. They simply react to the emotional temperature around them. If the room is warm and friendly, they feel good. If the room becomes tense or negative, their mood collapses. But strong individuals act more like thermostats. They set the tone rather than reacting to it. Their confidence comes from within. And when someone develops that kind of stability, others naturally respect it. Another thing many people don't realize is that human interactions are full of small tests. These tests are rarely intentional, but they happen constantly. A coworker makes a small joke at your expense. Someone interrupts you while you are speaking. A friend cancels plans at the last moment with a weak excuse. Each of these moments is like a tiny experiment. People are unconsciously observing how you respond. Do you laugh along, even when you feel disrespected? Do you stay silent when someone cuts you off? Do you immediately adjust your behavior to keep everyone comfortable? Your reaction teaches people how they are allowed to treat you. Strong individuals don't respond with anger or aggression. That's not real power. Instead, they respond with calm boundaries. Sometimes the most powerful response is simply a pause, a moment of silence, a steady look, not laughing when something isn't funny, not rushing to explain yourself. Silence can be incredibly powerful. Most people talk too much because silence makes them uncomfortable. They over-explain their decisions, justify their actions, and rush to fill every quiet moment. But people who are confident understand that words become more valuable when they are used carefully. When someone speaks constantly, their words feel cheap. When someone speaks thoughtfully and sparingly, people listen. Silence also creates mystery, and mystery draws attention. Now let's talk about something deeper. The people in your life have learned how to treat you over time, not through formal rules, but through repeated experiences. If someone has seen you accept disrespect again and again, they assume it will always be acceptable. If you always put other people's needs above your own, they begin to expect it. But patterns can change. When you start setting boundaries and becoming emotionally independent, some people may react negatively. They might say you've changed. They might say you've become distant. What they really mean is that the old version of you was easier to control. Change always creates friction. But if you remain consistent, something interesting happens. People adjust. Slowly, the way they interact with you begins to shift. They speak with more respect. They value your times more. Some relationships might fade away entirely, and that's okay. Often the people who disappear were only comfortable with the version of you that had no boundaries. Another important principle of human psychology is scarcity. People naturally value what is rare. When something is always available, it becomes easy to ignore. This applies to opportunities, resources, and even people. When someone is constantly available, constantly responding immediately, constantly giving their time and attention without limits, others often begin to take it for granted. But when someone has their own goals, their own priorities, their own direction in life, their time becomes more valuable. This doesn't mean playing games or pretending to be busy. It simply means building a life that doesn't revolve around pleasing everyone else. When your life has purpose and direction, people notice. Eventually, you become the type of person whose presence changes the energy in a room. Not because you demand attention, but because your confidence is calm and grounded. You don't need to prove anything. You're not chasing validation. You're simply secure in who you are. Insults don't shake you. Praise doesn't inflate you. You remain steady. And people respect stability in a chaotic world. Now, before we continue, if this message is already making you think differently, take a quick moment to support the channel. Hit the like button and subscribe so more people can discover content like this. It really helps the video reach others who might need to hear this message too. Now let's finish with something important. Knowledge alone changes nothing. You can listen to powerful ideas all day, but if you never apply them, they remain just words. Real transformation happens in small moments. The next time you feel the urge to seek approval, pause. The next time someone interrupts you, calmly hold your ground. The next time you feel pressured to laugh at something that isn't funny, simply stay silent. These small decisions build a new version of you. Confidence isn't something you suddenly wake up with one day. It's built moment by moment, choice by choice. Over time, those choices reshape how people see you and how you see yourself. And the most powerful part of this journey is realizing that the person you become tomorrow is shaped by the decisions you make today. So start small, stay consistent, and remember this simple idea. When you stop chasing approval, you begin attracting respect.